All right, gang, this Hexy. All right, we're finished with this thing here. We played our, was it 5 or 6 turns? I made like zero headway as the Germans, and I've only got one more combat left to do, and it's like massive. It's not going to make any difference because I haven't advanced past here. That's all I did was push the Russians back into the city, and I'm doing my best to try to get the mass numbers in there. All right, up front opinion. This is a this system has massive potential. Okay, so 90% of the game is pretty much all simple: move, combat, flip over the damn turn marker. The issue is the combat. Now, if you don't mind using your calculator and adding together it could be as much as 15 different modifiers and numbers and calculating percentages and stuff like that. Um, it does give the game some great detail. So believe me, if you got one of these, don't chuck it. Get it out and give it a chance because I think this thing could be really good. Plus, this is East Front, so I'm going to like it anyhow. But I picked this one scenario that even says in the designer's notes that I think it says the Germans probably can't win this one. So, but I think there's 3, 4, 5 other 6 optional or scenarios that you can run through this thing. But I was getting ready to do this the last tack, and these were all the units. These were all the German units, and they were attacking these Russian units that had artillery. Germans had artillery, plus they have Stukas coming in close air support. And I was starting to do the numbers. I'm like, Jesus, man, I'm not going to spend the next 20 minutes calculating those numbers. It, believe me, though, it's worth it when you do the combat. So I thought, but when I got done doing some of these comments, I'm like, my God, man, I just spent 10 minutes calculating all this stuff, and I did literally nothing. Or maybe I caused a step loss that a Russian unit inside a hedgehog gets to forfeit the step loss that just used the hedgehog. So, but like I said, I chose a scenario that they say the Germans are probably not going to win trying to get to this bridge. You got to bum rush it, and I'm not sure how the hell I'm going to bum rush it when the Soviets can just wear out defensive stands inside these city hexes here. So, like I say, potentially good game. This one's definitely a German loss. They made like zero ground. The only ground they made was coming in from their entry areas and getting down here to the edge of the city and driving the Russians back deeper into a better defensive position. And then the reserve Russians, I brought them across the river over here just to, because you don't want the Germans to take this bridge. Well, my Germans aren't going to even have a chance. So in this game, you get percentage bonuses for you get strength increases for regimental integrity, which is the rule. The rules are kind of stringent on it. 2 battalions together, they're going to get regimental integrity bonus. The Russians can get a percentage bonus from artillery. The Germans can get a percentage bonus from close air support, and then they get the close air support strength added in at the end. You get percentage bonuses from having a recon unit with a full strength battalion. You get percentage bonuses for engineers, anti-tank, light anti-aircraft, reconnaissance, military intelligence. The Russians even get it for artillery stacked with, well, not the artillery, but the other units, supporting units stacked with it, which is kind of cool because it's like an infantry company sitting on a front line, and they get a couple of Hellcat tank destroyers attached to them. They're going to get a bonus for having those Hellcats around. But that's what this is trying to represent. Like I say, the game plays easy. The map's beautiful. The charts are very nice. It's just the combat system. When you get into the combat system, you got so many things you've got to add up and determine. And I struggle a little bit with, am I getting this one right? You got to remember that if you're going to use a recon bonus, the recon bonus only applies to the unity stacked with. All right? From what I gather, there's a few things in the rules that got me a little confused. One of them is replacements, which I don't have to worry about that in this scenario. But like this stack here, this MI unit and that anti-tank unit, they're going to give him a hell of a bonus. All right? Especially if it's a high roll on the modifiers chart. German armor, they give themselves their own bonus. Close air support gives bonus to all the attacking battalions. Okay? Russian artillery gives the bonus to all the attacking battalions. So it's not a bad system. It can be kind of fun. You just spend a lot of time calculating odds. But like I say, if you got one, don't chuck the thing or just say, I'm not going to play. Give it a shot. Tell me what you think about it. I think they make 2, and then there's an expansion, or maybe 3, and there's an expansion. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. This is Armored Knights by Grognard Simulations. Guderian crosses the Desna in 1941. It's part of Barbarossa. I think this game was made in 2013. Okay. And Richard Barber did the maps. That name sound familiar? A little more formal then. All right, Armored Knights. Germans lost. Russians held the bridge. Let's wrap this one up. Move on to the next thing. All right, talk to y'all soon.